be honest, when I first got on this new Tiger A50 Sport, I didn't like it. I said, no, it's not my cup of tea. But after riding it on this road, on these twisties, I'm starting to love it. I'm having so much fun, and it's too bad, it's a pity that it doesn't come fitted with a quick shifter or standard. You have to buy it, but yeah, you have to buy it because it's so much fun riding on these kind of roads, and it's shifting quite good, but having a quick shifter would be even better. Maybe you're a bit confused about this new Tiger. It was 2 years ago when the guys at Triumph presented their new generation of Tigers, the Tiger 900. Back then there were 3 models. It was the Tiger 900 Basic, the GT, the GT Pro, and the Rally and Rally Pro. After a year, just after a year, the guys of Triumph removed the basic Tiger 900 from the range and came up with this Tiger A50, which has the same engine, same frame, same brakes, same shape, okay, different colors, but it doesn't matter. It's pretty much the same bike, but it comes in a basic trim and it develops around 10 horsepower less than the old version, than the 900. So they wanted somehow to make the things less confusing and to come up with this one as a basic Tiger, as an entry level in the range, and after that to give you the 900 GT, GT Pro, Rally and so on. It's somehow the same move that BMW made with the F750 GS and F850 GS. Now let's start with the engine because it's very important. Probably you know that when Triumph changed the generation, they completely reworked this engine. It's so much different compared to the old one on the Tiger 800 because it's not just about the size, the volume, it's also, they call it the T-plane crank engine. This is the name of the technology. It's a different firing order. It's 1, 3, 2 in the cylinders right now. So with this setup and with what they've done for this engine, now it delivers a lot of torque in the mid-range. It's not a high revving engine anymore. You don't have to rev it up. It makes no sense because after 5,000, 6,000 RPM, you're getting some vibrations. Okay, you're gonna feel them on the highway, especially on the twisties. You don't have enough time to feel them. You're just enjoying the ride. But that sweet spot on the engine begins at around 4,000 RPM, and you can rev it up until 6,000 RPM, and it's enough. You're gonna have a lot of fun. It delivers a lot of torque over there, and compared to the one on the GT Pro and Rally Pro, it's just 10 horsepower less. I'm not sure that you can feel that in the real life usage of this bike. I had a lot of fun with this on the twisties. I think it's powerful enough. The sound is also different. It feels more unrefined than before. It feels raw. It feels like a tractor. It's not a bad thing, but this is how it feels compared to the triple on the street triple, for example. If you're a short rider or a beginner, you're gonna love this bike because it gives you a lot of confidence, because you're not gonna have a problem with the seat height. Take a look at me, I'm 174 and the seat is on the high position, and it's very easy for me to reach the ground. And that's because of the seat height, and also because this part next to the seat is quite narrow, so you're not sitting like this. It's very easy to touch the ground. The riding position is comfortable. I like it. It feels natural. It's inspired by the adventure bikes, of course, because it's a crossover, but the handlebar is not that wide. It's not like this. So it's somewhere between the adventure bikes and the touring bikes. It feels very good. The seat is quite comfortable too. If buying this bike, probably I would go for a comfort seat to get some extra plushness on the seat, but this one is okay too. The windscreen is adjustable. You cannot do it on the go, you have to stop, but it's very easy to adjust it. You also have these wind deflectors over here, and they're doing quite a good job for this class of bikes. It's not that kind of weather protection that you're gonna get from a big Tiger, from a 1200, but this is enough for this class. It's a pity that it doesn't come with hand guards. You have to buy them separately, and also it doesn't come with heated grips, but it won't be a problem to add them. Oh, and it doesn't come with a cruise control, which is a pity because it already comes with ride-by-wire, and yeah, I know that they wanted to make a difference from the 850 to the GT version. This is the reason, but still, I would love to have a quick shifter on this bike. I appreciate the build quality of this bike. It's really good. I like the color, I like the way it looks. There is also a difference when it comes to the electronics, because this is the only Tiger that doesn't come fitted with an IMU. Of course, it has an ABS, but it doesn't come with an IMU, so it doesn't have cornering ABS. So I'm having a lot of fun in the corners. I'm sliding the back wheel a bit. Although the ABS, I can feel it right there, but it lets me slide a bit the back wheel, and it's so much fun. But you do have two riding modes, rain and road. You have a traction control that is switchable, and you have the ABS, obviously. And so far so good. I love how the electronics are working on this bike. The traction control is very smooth, it is not intrusive. I really like it, and I don't feel the need of an IMU on this bike. But still, I would like the cruise control. More than that, it comes with a smaller dash, and it doesn't feature the smartphone connectivity anymore. The suspension is more basic than the one on the GT, and it lacks the adjustability. In fact, this is the difference, or one of the differences. I didn't ride the GT, so I cannot compare them, but this Marzocchi fork on the 850 Sport, for example, does a great job. I mean, okay, it's not adjustable, but it has the right balance between a sporty suspension and a comfortable suspension, and for me it's just perfect for the amount of power of this engine and for this bike. So I don't feel the need of an adjustment. I love that they kept these fancy calipers, the Brembo Stylema calipers, which is quite a great deal on a bike like this one. I mean, on a non-expensive bike like this one, because we're talking about top spec braking calipers. But just between me and you, you don't have such a harsh bite when you're squeezing the brake lever. Probably it's the setup, probably it's the brake pump, I don't know. Probably they wanted it to be so, I don't know, and I don't care. They do a great job, but you don't have that aggressive stopping power that you're getting from a super bike. I told you that I didn't like it at the beginning, and this is one of the reasons. I was riding in the city, and when doing that at slow speeds in hot weather, you're gonna feel the heat coming from the engine because it's heating in this part and the heat goes to the frame, and you're also getting some heat from the radiator and it goes right to your knee. So this is quite uncomfortable while riding it in the city. You cannot feel it though on the open road. Obviously it's not made for off-road. You can see that it comes with cast aluminum wheels, short travel suspension, low ground clearance. It doesn't come with an off-road riding mode. Yeah, no, it's not made for off-road. The Rally Pro is the one you'd want to choose if you want to go and hit the trails. But if there's an unpaved road in front of you, you can do it. You can just go with nothing to worry about. I always loved the previous models, the Tigers. When it came to street riding, they were my favorite adventure bikes. And this one is no different. No, in fact, it is different because it comes with a new frame, new engine, and everything is new, but still it's fun to ride on street. It's very easy to do it. You can trust to ride it fast. So no matter of your riding style, it's one of the best crossovers when it comes to street manners. The price, $12,000, 11,000 euros, without the center stand, without the heated grips, without the hand guards, without the cruise control, without the IMU. So if you want to accessorize your bike, you have to pay a bit more. But if you want this kind of bike in the standard trim, this is what you have to pay for. And it's the same price range as the BMW F750 GS, as the new Yamaha Tracer 9. This is a tough competitor. So yeah, if you're considering having an all-rounder bike to use both in the city and some long rides, or in the weekend, or riding with a passenger, and you don't want those fancy electronics that you're gonna find on the more expensive bikes, this is a bike to consider.